y'all. So this one of the first jobs that I accepted. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm not planning to stay at this job because of the hours that they offering. You know, I got my CDLA, and with my CDLA, matter of fact, excuse me, because I just kind of had to rush. I was behind time. I had to get up in the middle of the night. Anyway, so if I look tired, that's why. But with this particular job, they're not really offering 40 hours. I want to utilize my CDLA, and the way they got it set up here, I guess, is they want you to use a box truck and deliver mail. But I was really trying to get to the freight side of things. But when I talked to one of the managers, they were like, look, we just want you to train on this side. The only problem is the hours, y'all. I can't do 20 hours. I need at least 40 hours to make what I need to make in order to take care of business, right? So I won't be able to record anything like that once I get behind the wheel, of course, or when I do the job. But I just wanted to put that out there. This particular company, they do U.S. mail, but they also do freight. So right now, they want to start me with the U.S. mail side. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be able to stay here, but I am going to go ahead and do the training and just take whatever opportunity I got coming my way. But these are the type of trucks they want me to drive. So it is, like I said, a smaller foot truck. It looks like it's probably between 22, 32 or something like that. I might have to touch a little mail, but it's not a bunch of touch freight, I don't think. And then they just basically send you a route. I will be back checking in after the job, of course, when I'm settled, to tell y'all how it went, if I like it, whether or not I'm gonna stay. I'm leaning towards no. I had another company offering me the same kind of job, but it's dealing with construction parts, Monday through Friday, but it's guaranteed 40. So, I mean, that's the difference. Because I have my A, they are willing to give me a little bit more on the pay or the higher end. They also operate CDLA tractor trailers, however, that wasn't open at the time. So y'all know what I'm gonna do in the next couple videos. I also have another opportunity to go and train, which is something that I really do need for another company. It's a mega carrier, but they are, of course, saying I can get 40 and even plus. The difference with that, it'd be regional. I have to be out during the week and be home during the weekend. Of course, I'd rather do local, but it is really hard to find a good paying local job when your experience is low on a tractor trailer. Just so you guys know, if you didn't know, I do have to get my experience up, maybe stay with a company for a couple years, and I can switch over. And if I do decide to do the big kid dreams and go ahead and become an owner-rater, I will. It doesn't much make a difference to me. I am looking for consistency and a decent, little good paying job. That's really what I want. Y'all just gonna go on this grind with me, alright? So I'm about to get to work. Alright, y'all, I think that's the guy I'm waiting on. That's my trainer, so let's get trained.
Yeah, man, he's on.
Use the left lane to keep left to merge onto I-80 East toward Toledo.
Tool meant to give people some breathing room while we put taxes, and taxes can be high when they're unpredictable and they lack certainty. That's the part where we as either elected officials or public servants need to...
Okay, you guys, so real quick, I'm at the hotel room now. This room actually looked a lot better than what I thought it was going to look based off the pictures I've seen, but however, it is a nice room. I'm going to show you guys right now. Alright, you guys, so if you're watching this, I most likely already showed you the room. Probably kind of know what's going on as far as where I'm at in life and my journey and all that good stuff. So let's get to the point. I just finished my week of training at this new trucking company I'm working with. Right now, I'm not gonna say the name because I don't feel quite yet comfortable putting a name out there, or just my sake, honestly, right? Because I'm a new company person, I'm with a new company, and you know, don't really know much about the rules and regulation policy yet. I actually got to go through and study that. But however, I will tell you this: I enjoyed the room. The room was nice, as you can see. We had breakfast every day. All right, hotel breakfast. Typical day, we get up. Well, I would get up about no later than 4:30 a.m. I would go downstairs, get breakfast. I'll get eggs. I'll get sausages, or maybe I get the waffles. They had bacon. No, not bacon. Oatmeal. First of all, I'm tired. Let's get it out the way. I had a long day. I had a long week. But I'm trying to just put something together for y'all so y'all can see what's going on. So they had oatmeal, they had apples, oranges, yogurt, water, all kind of juices, coffee. That's pretty much it. Eggs. I said eggs, but they also had boiled eggs. And we had access to that every single day. So they took care of us on that note. You should have probably already seen the van. If you didn't, I'll show you the van. We rode a van every day to the terminal where we trained. I didn't get to get videos with the training. I was able to slide videos here and there, but I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It was going so fast. It was like we was getting a lot of information in a little span of time. And like I said, because of policy, I didn't want to put my phone out every minute, every few minutes to record, because that wouldn't have worked in my favor, right? Especially once I start doing these videos when it comes to trucking. But however, I am going to take y'all along because like I said, I feel like this is a journey for me. It's a new journey for me. I am going to put this material related to this driving journey into this particular DIY channel. Back to the time. We'll get on the bus. For other people that was training with me, we'll get on the bus at around 6. The bus will pick us up. They'll take us to the terminal. We'll start that at 6:30 a.m. Mostly classroom training, driving training. It was split probably in half, and we'll get done with training at about 3:30. We'll be back here about 4 o'clock. All right, that's how it went. The hotel room, like I said, was paid for and booked by the company, and they provided the transportation. The hotel room was probably about 20 minutes away from the terminal, so every day it'd be like a 20-minute ride there and back. Everything cool. Program was cool. After a while, it did get a little, you know, it was tiring. I mean, like everything else you do. Learned a lot. The things that they focus on at this company, just in case I do decide to put the company out there and y'all interested in it, the thing that they focus on in the orientation, in the training, because it was for experienced drivers, but not, you didn't have to have a lot of experience. I think it was like 3 to 6 months of experience. Intermodal, they train you on backing, or they want to make sure you can back in, and if you workable, if they can work with you, they'll train you on it. They want to know if you can back. They want to see you couple and not couple, you know, attach your truck and trailer, detach it. They want you to pre-trip. They want you to drive. They want you to make a couple stops, you know, just see where you at and train. Nice, best training I've had thus far within a week span. I'll say that. Within a week span, I would say it's the best training I've had thus far. We also train on a simulator. I don't know if you guys know what a simulator is. Just like a game, right? Like if you go to an arcade game, you get on a simulator, you driving, but you're driving with a semi-truck, and they tracking you, giving you your score, things like that. That was the gist of it. They provided us lunch. They provided us free lunch every day. We filled out a paper. We had a choice of about 3 to 4 things, and we also was able to get a drink. People were friendly. The staff was nice. If you had a concern, they talked to you. They was knowledgeable. I couldn't ask for anything better starting out. So that's the gist of it as of the company. Nothing right now I want to say too much. I did get a lot of information. I have to go home. I have to read. So after this week, basically I was set to be here. I checked in on Sunday. Check-in was at I think 3 p.m. but on my information it said 12, so I came in at 12. And my checkout is tomorrow Saturday, I believe, at, I don't know what time checkout it is. It might be either morning time or 12. However, I want to get home. So right now I'm 3.5 hours away. That's another thing. I did drive my own car. However, if you don't have a car, they will get you a rental. If you're coming from another state, this particular company will pay to fly you out. And if you are driving your own car, they will reimburse you on your gas. They're reimbursing me on my gas. Okay? Sweet. And like I said, if I want to get a rental, I probably could have got a rental. And I probably should have. But however, I didn't. And that's okay too. I'm 3.5 hours away, and I'm just rushing this video for you guys because I just want to get home, get settled, go over my paperwork, and get ready to get in my own truck. So training is not over. Training is 7 days. Okay, I did the 5. I got 2 more. They're letting me have the weekend. I'm not going to train on the weekend. I'm going to drive home, get settled, get paperwork, get myself together, take a little break. I'll be back behind that truck Monday with a new trainer from a terminal in Michigan. The terminal there is the terminal I'll be going to and reporting to. I'll be going there, going out to do my work, coming back hopefully, and then going home. But on my particular account that I'm under with the work that I'm doing, I'm supposed to stay out during the week and then come home on the weekend. But you know me, I'm gonna try to get home, all right? Because we got to do these DIY DIY. So we gotta work on this house, y'all. Y'all supposed to be helping me work on the house. We gonna work on this house. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover. The most thing that I liked about this hotel, other than the company that I'm with, is I like that light. I had to show you guys that light that's above the TV. I like that light that was behind the bed. I showed you guys that. I like that light that was in the mirror. I'm a light person. I love lights. That's what I enjoy most. This area was full of hotels. It was full of restaurants. For the most part, I didn't go too many places because I was really, really busy. A lot of shopping centers in this area. It was a lot of food. It was a lot of restaurants and a lot of hotels. Okay, you can tell this is an area where people come to travel or people come to work, or you know, they in and out of here. This was that type of area. So we right off a freeway. This is where we at. Okay, Comfort. It's a hotel right there. You got something across the street from there. If you notice, if you can see that far, just hotels and freeways. That's it. So the parking lot was pretty empty. The hotel was quiet. The parking lot stayed like that pretty much the whole time. Nice and quiet. I was 3 floors. I'm on the 3rd. Yeah, it was no problem. That's pretty much it. So what we doing? We just gonna like, comment, and subscribe. We gonna keep this ball rolling. Keep this thing going. If you're interested in this content, you make sure you know, just subscribe so you can get the updates. Make sure you sharing it. Everything else, y'all. Shoot. I'll see y'all in a minute.
This morning, Health Secretary is beautiful of equal. Agencies that control the measles and clinics in Texas will cancel due to budget cuts.
Kennedy says thousands of workers were laid off by the state.
Did you know many days of small time cost me take the first all and insects? All you like is trust your select
Start today for our virtual or in-person information sessions for media members to learn more about Here's Their Deal. It includes pay raises, increased staffing, and class size limits.
So if I'm checking out, just give you this.
Okay.
So if I'm leaving, I'll just give you that. You want to check out? Yeah. Do I gotta do anything else?
No, nothing.
All right. Thank you.
Good to go. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. That's it. We good. I'm gonna throw my trash out because I just didn't want to leave my trash in there because that's nasty, right? So I'm gonna throw my trash out and we can get on the road.
Moved from the Chicago area to pursue a career.
Rating experience on his most recent medical, which was issued on September 20th, 2024.
I'm listening to you.
Which means that don't let tire check at your nearest discount tire.
Like, nigga, I don't know, whatever this may be.
I'm due inside today.
All right, y'all. So I'm about to get on the road. All right, but I need air in my tires. I can see when I was pumping the gas, y'all might have seen it come up on the dash. Since I'm about to go a decent amount of miles, probably at least 200 miles. I don't know. I gotta look at it and see what it is. I need some air in my tires, y'all. It's kind of low, so we're gonna get this air.
Exit 259 beyond to I-80 East and I-94 East toward Toledo. In 3/4 of a mile, keep left to merge onto I-80 East toward Toledo.